We're making nachos.
Okay, so you're gonna make some nachos. You got some spices, you got some green onions, you got some chopped up onion. And the first thing she's doing is she's getting about just a little bit over a pound of ground beef. And she's browning that up. Your ground beef's starting to simmer up there, and now you're gonna throw your onion in there.
Yeah, now that we got a little bit of grease on the bottom, we didn't have to add oil.
1 medium chopped up onion.
Add a little bit of salt so we can get into the meat while it's raw.
Throw some salt in there. Some chili seasoning and some cumin.
Just a little, because we're gonna end up adding a bunch more of this.
Throwing a little bit of seasoning in there to get it started, and then we're gonna add more seasoning later.
Yeah, and a little bit of pepper.
Black pepper. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, we just don't want the ground beef to be so bland by itself.
So you're gonna season the meat all throughout the cooking process.
We are gonna season the entire dish after we do the meat.
The meat's coming along. You're gonna drain the grease off of there, right?
Yes.
So what are you doing? You're draining your meat on the newspaper?
Yeah.
Is that old school?
I don't know what it is.
Or is that no school?
With a pan that bulky, I don't like trying to pour grease out of it.
Yeah, this is a heavy ass pan. Boom, so you drained your meat. Now what are you doing?
Putting it back in the pan.
Was this rinsed and drained dark kidney beans?
Yep.
Some refried beans you're gonna throw in there. Oh, that looks so appetizing. So now you're mixing up your beans and your meat. You're gonna put in about a 1/4 can of water.
Yeah, just a little bit to help with the refried beans.
So that little bit of water has thinned up your meat bean mixture. Now you're gonna throw some more spices in there.
Yes, along with cumin, chili powder.
Alrighty.
And I do this sometimes with baked beans too. Just a little bit.
A little bit of brown sugar.
Yeah.
And this little mixture here for your nachos, I mean, that's key.
It's the foundation. If this don't taste good to you by itself, you ain't ready for your nachos.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You ain't ready for your
We don't
nachos.
need that voice. What are these, corn tortilla chips? And we got these because they're thick. They don't break apart as easily. So we got a pizza pan full of nacho chips, quite a few nacho chips. So now you're gonna take your meat.
Start putting it around. No naked chips.
No naked chips. There's gonna be a little bit of stuff on all the chips.
And you might have some left over, depending on how much meat you like.
I like nachos with lots of stuff on it. So we've put all of that meat and bean mixture on our chips. We're making the heart attack special of
Yeah, see, I tried to use less chips.
You're only gonna eat 1/3 of that, and then I got, it needs to be 2/3 for me, right?
Do you see how much food is on this plate?
Okay, so now we're gonna put our onion bottoms on.
Uh-huh.
The green onions, these are the bottoms chopped up.
The whites, yeah.
And we got some fresh chopped up, what kind of tomatoes? Plum tomatoes we got.
Yeah, well,
Because usually plum tomatoes are the best price.
well their consistency's a little better for this too. You don't have as much juice.
Now we got about a 1/2 cup of chopped up jalapenos. We took sliced jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, and then we chopped them up a little bit more, gave them a rough chop, but there's still some pretty big chunks.
Yeah,
Some sliced black olives.
Yeah, we just add a little bit. How about 1/2 a can?
Sure, however much you like, I can live with it. So now you got some freshly shredded cheddar cheese.
Cheese, you want it everywhere.
You're gonna put some more cheese on?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna use freshly shredded cheese, and then we're also gonna use some of this Mexican mix of whatever, but you can put whatever kind of cheese on here you want. Alrighty, so now we got our massive plate of nachos. You got your oven preheated to 400 degrees.
I don't know if I can lift it, Buck.
Okay, and how long are they gonna cook for? We're just gonna eyeball them and see when the cheese melts and everything.
Yeah, that's really all you're doing now is you're just melting the cheese and just letting a little bit of heat come through the other ingredients. That's it.
Alrighty, so it's been in the oven for about 15 minutes. Cheese is melted through, everything's heated through. So what are we gonna throw on here now? Green onion tops.
More crunch, crunch, crunch.
and a little bit of cilantro. And you don't have to put cilantro on there. You don't have to put the green onion tops. You know, with nachos, you're gonna make them however the hell you wanna make them. You can make up some salsa to go with this here, or some guacamole. We're just gonna, boom, dip them in some sour cream. And then that's it. Super duper nachos. It's a great weekend dish. We got our nachos. Boom. We got a beer. What do we got?
Sweetback's badass song.